Welcome, dear dreamer, to this sacred space of manifestation and rest. Tonight, I invite you to journey with me to a magical garden where every wish you have ever held in your heart takes root and blooms into reality. As you settle into this moment, allowing your body to sink deeper into comfort, you are about to discover a place that exists beyond the ordinary world, a realm where your deepest desires are not just possible, but inevitable. Stay with me through this gentle journey, and by the time you drift into peaceful sleep, your subconscious mind will be planting the seeds of transformation that will blossom in your waking life. Let yourself be held by these words, trusting that every moment you spend here is reshaping your reality in the most beautiful ways imaginable. Take a deep breath now, feeling the weight of the day beginning to lift from your shoulders like morning mist dissolving in warm sunlight. With each exhale, you release any tension, any worry, any doubt that may have followed you into this peaceful moment, watching them float away like dandelion seeds carried by a gentle breeze. Your breathing naturally slows, becoming deeper and more rhythmic, like gentle waves lapping against a serene shore on the most perfect summer evening. Feel your body melting into the surface beneath you, each muscle group relaxing in sequence, from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes, like honey warming in golden sunlight, flowing and settling into perfect stillness. There is nothing you need to do right now except listen and allow yourself to be carried by this story into the realm of infinite possibility, where every dream you have ever cherished is not only achievable but already beginning to manifest in ways that will delight and amaze you. As your eyelids grow heavy and your mind begins to quiet like a still lake at twilight, imagine that you are standing at the edge of a vast, enchanted garden that stretches beyond the horizon in all directions. The evening light is soft and golden, casting everything in a warm, ethereal glow that makes the air itself seem to shimmer with magic and possibility. Before you stretches a cobblestone path, worn smooth by countless dreamers who have walked this way before you, each stone glowing faintly with an inner light that guides your steps forward into this realm of wonder. The air is perfumed with the most exquisite fragrances you have ever encountered, a blend of jasmine and roses, lavender and honeysuckle, orange blossoms and night-blooming cereus, creating an atmosphere so soothing that with each breath, you feel yourself sinking deeper into a state of perfect peace and receptivity, your entire being opening like a flower to receive the blessings that await you in this sacred space. The garden gate stands open before you, wrought from what appears to be silver moonlight woven into intricate patterns of vines and flowers, each curve and spiral containing symbols of ancient wisdom about the nature of creation and manifestation. As you approach, you notice that the gate seems to recognize you, welcoming you with a gentle chiming sound that resonates through your entire being like a tuning fork struck in perfect harmony with the frequency of your soul. This is your garden, created specifically for you by the universe itself, a place where the laws of manifestation work with such ease and grace that your desires take form as naturally as flowers bloom in spring, as naturally as rivers flow toward the sea, as naturally as your heart beats in rhythm with the cosmic pulse of creation. You step through the gate, feeling a tingling sensation wash over you like warm honey infused with starlight, as if you were crossing from one dimension into another, from the world of limitation and lack into the realm of infinite abundance and possibility. The very molecules of your being seem to lighten and brighten as you enter this sacred space, your vibrational frequency automatically adjusting to match the high-energy environment of pure manifestation that surrounds you now. You can feel old patterns of doubt and fear simply melting away, replaced by an expanding sense of wonder and anticipation, as if you are a child again, filled with the absolute certainty that magic is real and miracles are natural occurrences in a universe that loves you beyond measure. The path beneath your feet feels perfectly smooth and warm, as though it has been kissed by sunlight all day and is now radiating that warmth back to you in waves of comfort and welcome. With each step you take, you notice that your footprints leave behind tiny sparkles of light, as if your very presence is blessing this sacred ground with your unique energy signature. The garden stretches out before you in all directions, far beyond what your eyes can see, filled with the most magnificent plants and flowers you could ever imagine. Some are familiar from your earthly experience, but enhanced and perfected beyond anything found in ordinary reality, while others seem to exist only in dreams, their petals shimmering with colors that have no names in human language, their fragrances carrying the essence of pure joy and unlimited possibility. As you walk deeper into the garden, following the gentle curves of the luminous path, you begin to notice that this is no ordinary botanical paradise. Each plant, each flower, each tree seems to pulse with a gentle inner light, like living beings with their own consciousness and purpose, and you realize with a sense of growing wonder that these are not mere vegetation, but living embodiments of dreams and desires that have taken root in this fertile soil of pure potential. Every wish that has ever been whispered to the stars, every hope that has been held in a dreaming heart, every intention that has been set with love and faith, has found its way here and grown into something beautiful and tangible and real. You pause beside a magnificent rose bush whose blooms are larger and more perfect than any you have ever seen in the waking world, each flower a masterpiece of natural artistry that seems to contain entire universes within its velvety petals. The roses are a deep, rich red that seems to contain the very essence of passion and love, and as you lean closer to breathe in their intoxicating fragrance, you understand that this rose bush has grown from someone's deepest desire for true love, for a connection of souls that transcends the ordinary bonds of human relationship. The universe has tended it carefully over time, watering it with synchronicity, feeding it with divine timing, pruning it with lessons learned and wisdom gained, until it has become this glorious manifestation of romantic fulfillment that radiates an energy of perfect love that touches your heart and reminds you of your own worthiness to receive such a gift. You can almost see the love story unfolding in the petals themselves as they catch the golden light, two souls finding each other against all odds, their hearts recognizing the eternal bond that was written in the stars long before they ever met in physical form. The rose bush whispers to you of patient waiting rewarded, of faith that love will find you when the time is perfect, of the way the universe orchestrates meetings that seem like coincidence but are actually divine appointments planned by your higher self and the higher self of your beloved, weaving together the threads of your separate journeys until they converge at exactly the right moment and exactly the right place. Moving further along the path, your attention is drawn to a grove of fruit trees unlike any you have ever seen, their branches hanging heavy with golden fruit that seems to glow from within like miniature suns, each one perfectly ripe and ready to be plucked. These are the manifestations of abundance and prosperity, you realize with growing excitement, grown from the dreams of those who have dared to believe that they deserve to live in comfort and plenty, who have opened their hearts to receive the infinite wealth of a generous universe. The fruit represents not just material wealth, but the deeper abundance of a life lived in alignment with one's highest purpose, where every need is met before it is even expressed, where opportunities flow like a river of gold toward those who have opened their hearts to receive the endless gifts that life offers to those who know their true worth. You reach out and gently touch one of the golden fruits, and immediately you feel a warm sensation spreading through your hand and up your arm like liquid sunshine, filling your entire body with the feeling of prosperity and abundance. It is the feeling of abundance consciousness itself, the knowing that you live in a universe of infinite resources where there is more than enough for everyone, including you, especially you, because you are a beloved child of this abundant universe. This feeling of prosperity consciousness begins to permeate every cell of your being, reprogramming your subconscious mind with the absolute certainty that wealth and abundance in all forms are not only possible for you, but are already making their way into your experience in perfect divine timing, drawn to you by the magnetic power of your elevated expectations and grateful heart. As you continue your leisurely stroll through this garden of manifestations, breathing in the sweet air that seems to carry whispers of fulfilled dreams and answered prayers, you come upon a crystalline fountain at the center of a circular clearing surrounded by beds of the most extraordinary flowers. The fountain is carved from what appears to be pure starlight somehow made solid, its surface reflecting not just your physical form, but the radiance of your soul itself, showing you the beauty and magnificence of your true nature that often remains hidden beneath the concerns and distractions of daily life. The water that flows from the fountain sparkles with an iridescent quality that defies description, each droplet containing the light of 1,000 wishes, and the sound it makes as it cascades down the multiple tiers is like the sweetest music, a harmony that resonates with the fundamental frequency of pure manifestation itself. You approach the fountain with a sense of reverence and wonder, drawn by an inner knowing that this is one of the most sacred spots in the entire garden. As you cup your hands to catch some of the magical water, you feel an extraordinary sensation of clarity and power flowing through you like an electrical current of pure creative energy. This is the water of manifestation itself, infused with the creative force of the universe, blessed by the intentions of countless souls who have drunk from this fountain before you, and as you bring it to your lips and drink deeply, you feel your own manifesting abilities awakening and expanding like a flower opening to receive the morning sun. Every limiting belief you have ever held about what is possible for you begins to dissolve in the light of this awakening, replaced by an unshakable knowing that you are a powerful co-creator with the universe, capable of bringing into form anything that aligns with your highest good and greatest joy. The old stories you may have told yourself about not being worthy enough, smart enough, talented enough, or deserving enough simply melt away like ice in warm sunshine, revealed as the illusions they always were, having no power over you except what you gave them through your belief in their reality. The water tastes like liquid starlight mixed with the essence of pure joy, and as it flows down your throat, you feel it awakening dormant potentials within you that have been sleeping, waiting for just this moment of recognition and activation. Your intuition sharpens dramatically, becoming a reliable inner compass that always points toward your highest path. Your inner vision becomes clearer and more focused, able to see through the illusions of limitation to the truth of infinite possibility that lies beneath all appearances. Your connection to the universal flow of abundance strengthens with each passing moment, like tuning into a radio station that broadcasts nothing but good news about your bright and beautiful future. You understand now with perfect clarity that manifestation is not about forcing or controlling outcomes through willpower and determination, but about aligning with the natural rhythms of creation, about becoming so clear in your desires and so trusting in the universe's ability to deliver them that resistance melts away like snow in spring sunshine. It is about learning to dance with the creative force rather than wrestling with it, about becoming a clear channel through which miracles can flow rather than a blocked pipe that restricts the natural abundance that wants to reach you. Surrounding the fountain are circular beds of the most extraordinary flowers you have ever encountered, arranged in perfect spirals that seem to draw your eye and consciousness ever deeper into states of wonder and receptivity. Each bed represents a different category of human desires and dreams, and you walk slowly from one to the next, marveling at the beauty and perfection of each manifestation garden, feeling your heart expand with joy and possibility as you witness the tangible evidence that dreams really do come true in the most magnificent ways. In one bed, you see flowers that represent perfect health and vitality, their petals glowing with the radiance of pure life force energy, each bloom pulsing with the rhythm of a perfectly healthy heart. These miraculous blossoms have grown from the wishes of those who have dreamed of bodies that serve them well, of energy that flows freely through every system, of immune systems that know exactly how to maintain perfect balance and harmony, of minds that are clear and sharp and filled with positive thoughts that support well-being on every level. As you gaze upon these health flowers, breathing in their healing fragrance, you feel your own body responding to their powerful energy field. Any tension you might have been carrying begins to melt away like wax near a flame. Any areas of discomfort or dis-ease are gently soothed by the waves of wellness emanating from these magnificent blooms. Your breathing becomes even deeper and more rhythmic, your heartbeat slows to a perfect cadence of peace and strength, and every cell in your body remembers its innate capacity for perfect health and regeneration, activated by the high-frequency energy that surrounds you in this healing sanctuary. You feel a tingling sensation beginning in your feet and rising slowly through your entire body, as if liquid light were flowing through your circulatory system, carrying healing and renewal to every organ, every tissue, every cell. Your body begins to feel lighter and more energized, as if you are being recharged by the very air you breathe in this sacred space. Old patterns of fatigue and stress simply dissolve, replaced by a vibrant sense of aliveness and well-being that reminds you of how you felt as a child, when your body was your willing partner in every adventure, strong and resilient and filled with boundless energy for all of life's experiences. In another bed nearby, you discover flowers that represent creative fulfillment and artistic expression, and these blooms are perhaps the most unusual of all, their forms constantly shifting and changing like living works of art, displaying colors that seem to be painted with liquid inspiration itself. They have grown from the dreams of artists and writers, musicians and dancers, entrepreneurs and inventors, all those who have yearned to express their unique gifts in ways that bring beauty and meaning to the world, who have longed to contribute something of value that bears the signature of their individual soul. The very air around these flowers shimmers with creative potential, charged with the electricity of inspiration and innovation, and you feel your own creative juices beginning to flow more freely than they have in years. Ideas and inspirations bubble up from the depths of your consciousness like a spring of pure imagination that has been freed from the rocks and debris that may have blocked it in the past. You remember dreams you may have forgotten, talents you may have set aside, creative projects that once excited you but somehow got lost in the busyness of daily life. You kneel beside this bed of creative manifestations and place your hands gently on the rich, dark soil that seems to pulse with life and possibility. Immediately, you feel a current of artistic energy flowing up through your arms and into your heart center, awakening talents and abilities you may have forgotten you possessed or perhaps never realized were sleeping within you. Perhaps you remember a childhood dream of painting landscapes that capture the beauty of nature, or writing stories that transport readers to magical worlds, or singing songs that touch people's hearts and lift their spirits. Whatever form your creative expression is meant to take, you feel it stirring to life within you like a seed that has been waiting in darkness for the perfect conditions to sprout and grow toward the light. This garden honors all forms of creativity, recognizing that each person's unique gifts are needed in the world, that your particular way of seeing and expressing beauty is unlike anyone else's and therefore invaluable to the collective tapestry of human culture and consciousness. As you rise and continue your exploration of this magical realm, you notice that the garden seems to be responding to your presence in the most delightful ways. Flowers turn their faces toward you as you pass, as if greeting you with gentle bows of acknowledgement and respect. Butterflies with wings like stained glass windows flutter around you in graceful spirals, landing softly on your shoulders and whispering secrets of transformation in a language that your soul understands perfectly, even if your mind cannot translate the words. The very ground beneath your feet seems to pulse with life and intelligence, as if the garden itself is alive and aware, welcoming you as a beloved friend who has finally come home to a place where you have always belonged. Even the air seems alive with consciousness, carrying messages of encouragement and support that your heart receives and understands. You feel held and supported by invisible forces of love and guidance that have been with you always, even during times when you felt alone or disconnected from Source. This garden is showing you the truth that you are never alone, that you are always surrounded by benevolent energies that want nothing more than your happiness and success, that are always working behind the scenes to orchestrate circumstances and encounters that will help you fulfill your deepest dreams and highest potential. You come upon a section of the garden that takes your breath away with its sheer beauty and serenity, a place that seems to vibrate at an even higher frequency than the rest of this already miraculous realm. Here, towering trees with silver bark that seems to be woven from moonbeams and leaves that shimmer like diamonds create a natural cathedral, their branches intertwining high above to form a canopy that filters the eternally golden light into gentle beams of pure illumination that dance and play across the forest floor like living beings celebrating the joy of existence. These are the trees of spiritual awakening and higher consciousness, grown from the deepest longings of souls who have yearned to remember their true nature, to connect with the divine source of all creation, to experience the peace that surpasses all understanding and the love that has no conditions or limitations. Their presence fills you with a sense of coming home to yourself, of remembering who you really are beneath all the roles you play and identities you wear in the world. Beneath these magnificent trees, the ground is carpeted with soft moss that glows with a gentle phosphorescence, creating a natural meditation space that seems to invite you to sit and rest a while in the presence of such pure spiritual energy. The moss feels like the softest velvet beneath your feet, and as you lower yourself onto this luminous carpet, you feel it cushioning your body like the most comfortable bed you have ever known, supporting you perfectly as you settle into stillness and silence. As you rest in the sacred grove, you become aware of a profound silence that seems to emanate from the very heart of existence itself, a silence so deep and complete that it contains all sounds, all possibilities, all potential futures waiting to unfold like flowers in an eternal spring. This is not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of fullness, the pregnant pause before creation speaks new realities into being, the still point around which all movement revolves. In this sacred silence, you begin to hear the whispers of your own heart, the quiet voice of your soul speaking to you of its deepest desires and highest dreams with a clarity you may have never experienced before. Perhaps it tells you of love you are meant to experience, the kind of love that sees you completely and accepts you unconditionally, that supports your growth and celebrates your uniqueness. Perhaps it speaks of work you are meant to do that will fulfill you completely, that will allow you to use your natural talents in service of something greater than yourself, creating value in the world while experiencing the deep satisfaction of meaningful contribution. Your soul may whisper to you of places you are meant to visit, landscapes that will feed your spirit and expand your consciousness, cultures that will teach you new ways of being and seeing. It may tell you of people you are meant to meet, kindred spirits who will become lifelong friends and companions on the journey of awakening, teachers who will appear at just the right moments to share exactly the wisdom you need to take your next steps forward. Whatever messages arise from this inner sanctuary, you listen with complete trust and acceptance, knowing that your soul knows the perfect path for your life and is always guiding you toward your greatest joy and highest good. You understand that these whispers are not fantasies or wishful thinking, but actual communications from the part of you that exists beyond time and space, that can see the bigger picture of your life and knows how all the pieces of your journey fit together to create a masterpiece of experience and growth. As you sit in the space of divine communion, breathing in the rarefied air of pure spiritual energy, you notice that the trees around you are beginning to release what looks like golden pollen into the air, tiny particles that drift down toward you like snow made of sunlight. But as these golden specks settle on your skin and clothing, you realize that these are not pollen at all, but actually microscopic seeds of possibility, each one containing the potential for a miraculous manifestation, each one programmed with the exact frequency needed to bring one of your dreams into reality. They settle gently on your skin and seem to be absorbed into your energy field, where they will germinate and grow into the experiences and circumstances that will bring your dreams into physical manifestation. You can feel them integrating with your aura, upgrading your vibrational signature, fine-tuning your personal frequency to match that of your desired reality. This is happening at levels far below your conscious awareness, but your body and energy system know exactly what to do with these gifts from the wisdom trees. You close your eyes and allow yourself to sink even deeper into the peace of this moment, feeling your breathing slow to match the ancient rhythms of the earth itself, the cosmic pulse that has been beating steadily since the beginning of time. With each breath, you draw in more of this golden energy of manifestation, feeling it circulating through your body and establishing new patterns of belief and expectation in your subconscious mind. You are literally being rewired for success, for abundance, for love, for joy, for everything your heart has ever desired to experience in this lifetime. Old neural pathways that may have carried thoughts of limitation, doubt, or unworthiness are being gently dissolved and replaced with new pathways that carry thoughts of possibility, confidence, and self-love. Your brain is being upgraded with new software, so to speak, that will automatically guide your thoughts, feelings, and actions in directions that support the manifestation of your dreams rather than the perpetuation of old patterns that no longer serve you. When you finally open your eyes, feeling refreshed and renewed in ways that go far beyond physical rest, the garden seems to have grown even more beautiful, if such a thing were possible. The colors are richer and more vibrant, the fragrance is more intoxicating, the sense of magic and possibility more palpable than ever. You understand that this is because your own consciousness has shifted, your own capacity to perceive and receive the gifts of the universe has expanded dramatically. You are becoming a living magnet for miracles, a beacon of light that attracts experiences and opportunities that match your elevated vibration and expanded awareness. Rising from your place of rest beneath the wisdom trees, feeling energized and inspired by the spiritual download you have received, you feel called to explore a path that leads deeper into the garden, toward what appears to be a distant hill crowned with a structure that glows like a temple made of pure light. This temple seems to pulse with its own rhythm, like a cosmic heart beating in perfect synchronization with your own heart, calling to you across the distance with a song that only your soul can hear. As you walk toward this radiant destination, following a path that seems to be paved with actual starlight, you notice that the plants along this route are particularly extraordinary, each one more magnificent than the last, as if you are ascending through increasingly refined levels of manifestation energy. The very air becomes lighter and more charged with possibilities with each step you take, and you begin to understand that you are approaching the very heart of the manifestation garden, the source from which all dreams flow and to which all fulfilled desires return to be transformed into even greater possibilities. This path winds gently upward through landscapes that seem to shift and change with each turn, sometimes leading you through meadows of flowers that sing in harmonious chords when touched by the gentle breeze, sometimes through groves of crystal trees that chime like bells when their branches sway, creating melodies that seem to be composed by the universe itself as a soundtrack for your journey of awakening and empowerment. As you climb this gentle slope, breathing air that seems to become purer and more energizing with each step, you pass gardens within gardens, each one dedicated to a specific realm of human experience and aspiration. There is a garden of perfect relationships, where flowers bloom in pairs, their roots intertwined beneath the soil in eternal communion, their petals opening in synchronized waves of color and fragrance that speak of partnerships based on mutual growth, understanding, and unconditional love. These relationship flowers show you the beauty of two souls choosing to walk life's path together while maintaining their individual uniqueness and sovereignty, supporting each other's dreams while pursuing their own, creating together something more beautiful than either could manifest alone. You see flowers that represent the deep friendship that forms the foundation of lasting romantic love, blooms that symbolize passion that deepens rather than fades with time, blossoms that embody the kind of communication that builds bridges rather than walls, creating intimacy through vulnerability and trust. You see a garden of purposeful work, where plants grow in perfect harmony with their environment, each one contributing its unique gifts to the overall beauty and health of the ecosystem, just as meaningful work allows individuals to contribute their talents in ways that serve both their own fulfillment and the greater good of all. Here, flowers represent careers that feel like play because they align so perfectly with natural talents and passions, vines that symbolize entrepreneurial ventures that serve real needs in the world while generating abundant income, trees that embody the satisfaction of work that makes a positive difference in people's lives. This garden shows you that it is not only possible but natural for your work to be a source of joy and fulfillment rather than stress and drudgery, that when you align your career with your soul's purpose, abundance flows naturally as a result of the value you provide to the world. You see manifestations of perfect work-life balance, where professional success enhances rather than detracts from personal happiness, where making money and making a difference are not opposing forces but complementary aspects of a life well lived. You discover a garden of radiant health, where every plant glows with such vitality that simply being near them makes you feel more energized and alive, as if their life force energy is contagious in the most wonderful way. These are the manifestations of perfect wellness, grown from the intentions of those who have chosen to see their bodies as temples of the divine, to treat themselves with the love and respect that naturally leads to optimal health and vitality on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. The very air in this section of the garden seems to carry healing properties, charged with negative ions and life force energy that rejuvenates every system in your body simply by breathing it in. You feel your energy levels rising, your immune system strengthening, your cellular regeneration accelerating as you walk among these manifestations of perfect health. Old patterns of fatigue or disease that you may have been carrying simply dissolve in the presence of such powerful wellness energy. Here you see flowers that represent bodies that age gracefully and maintain their strength and flexibility throughout life, plants that embody minds that remain sharp and clear well into advanced age, trees that symbolize emotional balance and resilience that allow you to move through life's challenges with grace and wisdom rather than stress and reactivity. There is a garden of spiritual connection, where the plants seem to be made of pure light, their forms constantly shifting between the physical and the ethereal, existing simultaneously in multiple dimensions. These manifestations have grown from the longings of souls who have sought to experience their oneness with all life, to know themselves as expressions of the divine creative force that moves through all things, to live in constant awareness of their connection to the source of all existence. As you walk among these luminous beings, you feel your own spiritual awareness expanding like ripples on a pond, your consciousness opening to embrace wider and wider circles of love and understanding. You begin to perceive the interconnectedness of all life, the way every thought and action creates waves that affect the whole, the way your own awakening contributes to the awakening of all consciousness everywhere. These spiritual manifestations whisper to you of meditation practices that come naturally and fill you with bliss, of psychic abilities that awaken organically as you raise your vibration, of mystical experiences that become as natural as breathing when you align with your highest nature. They show you visions of yourself living in constant communion with your guides and angels, receiving clear guidance and support from the higher realms, trusting completely in the perfect unfolding of your soul's journey. The path continues to spiral gently upward, and you find yourself entering a realm where the very laws of physics seem more fluid, more responsive to consciousness and intention. Here, thoughts take on visible form more quickly, shimmering in the air like heat mirages before solidifying into reality. Dreams dance around you like living entities, showing you glimpses of possible futures that exist in parallel timelines, waiting for your attention and intention to call them into your primary reality. This is the realm of pure manifestation, where desire and fulfillment are separated not by time or space, but only by the thinnest veil of focused attention and aligned belief. Here you begin to understand that manifestation is not about overcoming obstacles or forcing outcomes, but about choosing from among infinite possibilities the timeline that most closely matches your highest vision for your life, then aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with that chosen reality until it becomes your lived experience. As you near the summit of the hill, your heart beating with excitement and anticipation, you begin to see the temple more clearly, and you realize that it is not built from any earthly material, but from crystallized intentions, from prayers made manifest, from the accumulated faith and hope of countless dreamers who have dared to believe in the impossible. The structure itself seems to be alive, pulsing with a gentle rhythm that matches the beating of your heart, welcoming you home to a place you have always known existed, even if you had never seen it before with your physical eyes. The temple appears to be constructed from pure light that has somehow been shaped into architectural form, its walls and columns and dome shifting constantly between transparency and solidity, as if it exists in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Sacred geometry patterns flow across its surfaces like living mandalas, each one containing codes and frequencies that activate dormant potentials within your consciousness just by looking at them. The temple doors stand wide open, inviting you to enter, and as you cross the threshold, you are enveloped in a warmth and love so profound that it brings tears of joy to your eyes. This is not just warmth from an external source, but the recognition of the infinite love that you yourself are made of, reflected back to you by this sacred space that serves as a mirror for your own divine nature. This is the inner sanctum of manifestation, the Holy of Holies where the creative power of the universe resides in its purest form, and you are welcome here because you are part of that creative power, an individualized expression of the one consciousness that dreams all realities into being. The walls seem to be made of liquid light, constantly flowing and shifting like aurora borealis given architectural form, displaying images of every dream that has ever been dreamed, every wish that has ever been whispered, every intention that has ever been set with love and faith. You see visions of love stories that span lifetimes, of artistic creations that touch millions of hearts, of scientific discoveries that transform the world, of acts of kindness that ripple out to create waves of positive change across the planet. All of these visions pulse with the same energy you feel flowing through your own being, and you understand that you are not separate from any of these manifestations, that the same creative force that brought them into being lives within you and is available to you in this very moment. You are not a passive observer of others' successes, but an active participant in the grand experiment of conscious creation, with your own unique role to play and your own important contributions to make to the collective dream of humanity. At the center of this sacred space stands what appears to be an altar, but as you approach with steps that seem to move in slow motion, each one deliberate and reverent, you realize it is actually a fountain of liquid light, similar to the one you encountered earlier but infinitely more powerful and radiant. This is the source of all manifestation energy, the wellspring from which all dreams flow forth into reality, the beating heart of the creative force itself. The light that emanates from this fountain is so pure, so filled with creative potential, that you can feel it activating dormant codes within your DNA, awakening abilities and potentials that have been sleeping within you like seeds in winter soil, waiting for just this moment of recognition and activation. Your entire being begins to vibrate at a higher frequency, your cellular structure shifting to accommodate greater amounts of light and information, your consciousness expanding to encompass possibilities you never even knew existed. You approach this fountain of pure manifestation energy with a sense of reverence and wonder that goes beyond anything you have ever experienced, understanding that you are in the presence of the creative force itself, the same energy that spoke the universe into existence with a single word, that breathes life into every living thing, that responds to your thoughts and feelings by shaping the circumstances of your life in ways both subtle and dramatic. As you draw near to this ultimate source of creative power, you feel this energy beginning to work on you at the deepest levels, clearing away any remaining blocks or limitations that may have been operating below the threshold of your conscious awareness, fine-tuning your vibration to match the frequency of your highest possible timeline, preparing you to step fully into your power as a conscious co-creator with the universe. The light from the fountain begins to intensify as you approach, and you realize that it is responding to your presence, recognizing you as a being of infinite potential who is ready to step fully into your power as a conscious manifester. The light reaches out to you like gentle fingers of pure love, touching your forehead to awaken your third eye and expand your intuitive abilities, touching your heart to open you fully to giving and receiving love in all its forms, touching your hands to activate your ability to heal and create, touching your feet to ground you in your power while keeping you connected to the earth. As this activation takes place, waves of energy flowing through every cell and molecule of your being, you feel a profound shift occurring within your consciousness. Old patterns of doubt and fear simply dissolve like mist before the morning sun, revealed as the illusions they always were, having no power over you except what you gave them through your belief in their reality. They are replaced by an unshakable knowing that you are supported by the universe in all things, that your desires are not selfish wants but divine promptings guiding you toward your highest expression and greatest service. You understand now with perfect clarity that manifestation is not about manipulating reality to get what you think you want, but about aligning so completely with your soul's purpose and highest vision that the universe conspires to bring you everything that will serve your evolution and joy. It is about becoming such a clear channel for divine love and creativity that miracles flow through you as naturally as water flows through a clear stream, blessing not only your own life but all those whose lives you touch. The temple begins to fill with a celestial music unlike anything you have ever heard, a harmony so beautiful and complex that it seems to be woven from the vibrations of the spheres themselves, from the songs that planets sing as they dance around stars, from the frequencies of love and joy and gratitude that form the fundamental building blocks of all creation. This music carries within it the frequency codes of manifestation, the specific vibrational patterns that translate thought into form, desire into experience, vision into reality. As this incredible symphony washes over you and through you, you feel these codes being downloaded into your energy field, upgrading your manifestation software, so to speak, so that your ability to create your reality becomes as natural and effortless as breathing. Your bioelectric field begins to pulse in harmony with these cosmic frequencies, creating a resonance between your personal energy signature and the universal field of infinite possibility. You find yourself beginning to sway with this celestial music, your body moving in ancient patterns of sacred dance that seem to be encoded in your very bones, movements that your soul remembers from lifetimes spent in temples and mystery schools, learning the arts of conscious creation and divine communion. As you dance, you feel yourself becoming one with the creative force of the universe, your individual consciousness merging with the cosmic consciousness that dreams all realities into being. In this state of complete unity and oneness, you understand that there is no separation between you and your desires, between your dreams and their fulfillment, between your current reality and your highest potential. All exists simultaneously in the eternal now of pure consciousness, and what you call manifestation is simply the process of choosing which of infinite possibilities to experience, then aligning your awareness with that chosen timeline until it becomes your lived reality. The music begins to slow and soften, becoming more and more gentle, like a lullaby sung by the universe itself to soothe you into a state of perfect receptivity and trust. You feel yourself being gently guided to lie down in the center of the temple, in a space that seems to have been prepared specifically for you, surrounded by this fountain of manifestation light that continues to pulse with the rhythm of creation itself. As you recline on what feels like a bed made of solidified starlight, soft beyond imagination and perfectly contoured to support your body in ideal comfort, the energy from the fountain begins to pour over you like a waterfall of pure potential, washing away any remaining traces of limitation or lack consciousness, filling every cell of your being with the absolute certainty that all things are possible for you, that you are worthy of every blessing the universe has to offer, that your dreams are not too big or too bold but are actually divinely inspired visions of what you came here to experience and create. In this state of complete receptivity, lying in the very heart of the manifestation temple with waves of creative energy flowing over and through you, you begin to see visions of your life as it is meant to be, as it already exists in the realm of infinite possibility and is even now making its way into your physical experience through the quantum field of unlimited potential. You see yourself living in perfect health and vitality, your body glowing with life force energy, strong and flexible and beautiful, able to support you in all your adventures and endeavors with grace and ease. Your immune system functions perfectly, protecting you from any disharmony while maintaining the delicate balance that keeps you feeling energetic and alive. Your mind is sharp and clear, filled with positive thoughts and creative ideas, free from the fog of stress or worry that once may have clouded your thinking. You see yourself surrounded by love in all its magnificent forms, from the intimate love of your perfect life partner who sees and appreciates every aspect of your being, to the warm friendships that enrich your days with laughter and support, to the love you feel for the work you do and the life you live. This love flows to you and through you in an endless cycle of giving and receiving, creating a field of warmth and connection that touches everyone you encounter. Your perfect partner appears in your vision, and you can see the light in their eyes when they look at you, the way they support your dreams and celebrate your successes, the way they love you not despite your quirks and imperfections but because of them, recognizing that these unique qualities are part of what makes you the irreplaceable soul that you are. You see the adventures you will share together, the quiet moments of perfect companionship, the way you will grow and evolve together while maintaining your individual identities and freedom. You see yourself engaged in meaningful work that allows you to express your unique gifts in ways that bring joy to others and abundance to yourself. This work flows from your natural talents and passions, and because it is so perfectly aligned with your soul's purpose, it never feels like work at all but rather like joyful play, like the natural expression of who you truly are at your core. Money flows to you easily and abundantly as a natural result of the value you provide to the world, but you understand that true wealth encompasses so much more than financial resources. You see yourself wealthy in experiences that enrich your soul, in knowledge that expands your consciousness, in relationships that support your growth, and opportunities to make a positive difference in the world around you. The visions continue to unfold in your awareness like a movie of your most beautiful possible future, showing you traveling to places that nourish your soul and expand your horizons. You see yourself standing on mountaintops that touch the sky, walking through forests that whisper ancient secrets, swimming in oceans that reflect the infinite blue of limitless possibility. Each destination feeds a different aspect of your being, contributing to your growth and understanding in ways that classroom learning never could. You see yourself meeting fascinating people who become lifelong friends and collaborators, souls who recognize you instantly and join you in creating projects and experiences that benefit not only yourselves but countless others. These relationships are based on mutual respect and genuine affection, free from the drama and complications that sometimes characterize connections formed from neediness or fear. In your vision, you see yourself learning new skills and exploring new interests that add richness and depth to your life experience. Perhaps you see yourself mastering a musical instrument that allows you to express emotions too deep for words, or learning to paint landscapes that capture not just the physical beauty of nature but its spiritual essence as well. You might see yourself developing healing abilities that allow you to help others release pain and trauma, or discovering a gift for writing that touches hearts and changes lives. You see yourself growing and evolving continuously, becoming more of who you truly are with each passing day, your consciousness expanding to embrace ever greater possibilities for love, joy, and service. Old fears and limitations fall away naturally, not through struggle or effort but through the simple recognition that they were never real to begin with, just temporary clouds that obscured your view of the sun but could never actually diminish its light. As these visions wash over you in waves of possibility and promise, you feel them imprinting themselves into your energy field, creating templates that will guide the universe in orchestrating the experiences and opportunities that will bring these visions into your physical reality. You understand that by witnessing these possibilities with such clarity and feeling them with such joy and gratitude, you are literally programming your future, setting in motion the synchronicities and serendipities that will lead you step by step toward the fulfillment of your dreams. The light from the fountain begins to pulse in perfect rhythm with your heartbeat, and you feel yourself being attuned to the universal rhythm of creation itself, the cosmic pulse that governs the ebb and flow of all manifestation. Your breathing naturally aligns with this ancient rhythm, and you feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into a state of perfect trust and surrender, knowing beyond any doubt that you are held and supported by forces far greater and more loving than anything your mind could imagine or comprehend. In this state of profound peace and absolute trust, you begin to feel your individual consciousness expanding beyond the boundaries of your personal self, merging with the consciousness of the garden itself, with all the dreams and dreamers who have found their way to this sacred space throughout time. You become aware that you are part of a vast network of awakening souls who are all engaged in the beautiful work of conscious creation, all learning to wield the power of manifestation with wisdom and love, all supporting each other in the fulfillment of their highest potentials. This sense of connection and community fills you with such warmth and joy that you feel you could remain in this state forever, surrounded by love and possibility, held in the embrace of the creative force itself. And yet you understand that your journey is not complete, that you have come here not just to receive but also to give, not just to manifest for yourself but to contribute your unique gifts to the collective dream of humanity's awakening and evolution. You feel yourself being prepared now for the return journey, for the integration of all you have received and experienced in this magical realm of infinite possibility. But you understand with perfect clarity that you are not really leaving this garden at all, for it exists within you, in the deepest chambers of your heart where your dreams are born and nurtured, where your soul communes with the divine source of all creation. The fountain of light begins to pulse more gently now, its rhythm slowing to match your increasingly relaxed breathing, and you feel yourself being lovingly prepared for the transition back to ordinary consciousness. But you know now that there is nothing ordinary about consciousness at all, that every moment offers the opportunity for magic and manifestation, that every breath is a chance to create something beautiful and new in the world. As you slowly begin to sit up in the temple, feeling the energy integration continuing at deep levels even as you prepare to leave this sacred space, you notice that you feel profoundly different, transformed in ways that are subtle but unmistakable. There is a lightness to your being that you have never experienced before, a sense of ease and flow that speaks of old burdens released and new possibilities embraced. The weight of old worries and limitations has simply melted away, replaced by an inner knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order, that your dreams are not only possible but absolutely inevitable. You rise from your place in the temple and make your way slowly toward the entrance, but as you walk, you notice something miraculous happening. The walls of the temple are beginning to fade and become transparent, not disappearing but merging with your own energy field, becoming a permanent part of your consciousness. You understand that you are taking this sacred space with you, that this fountain of manifestation energy will continue to flow within your heart, that this connection to the creative source of all existence is now an integral part of who you are. Stepping out of the temple into the eternal golden light of the garden, you begin your gentle descent down the hill, but now everything looks different to your transformed perception. You can see the threads of light that connect all things, the web of energy that carries intentions from the realm of thought into the realm of form with elegant efficiency. You can feel the pulse of life flowing through every plant and flower, every stone and pathway, and you understand that this same pulse flows through you, making you an integral part of this magnificent web of conscious creation. The path seems to shimmer beneath your feet as you walk, responding to your elevated vibration with increased luminosity, as if celebrating your transformation and the new level of manifestation mastery you have achieved. Each step you take feels lighter than air, as if you were floating just slightly above the ground, supported by the field of possibility that now surrounds you like an invisible cloak of infinite potential. As you walk back through the various sections of the garden, you feel like you are saying goodbye to beloved teachers and friends, thanking each manifestation for the lessons it has taught you, the inspiration it has provided, the possibilities it has revealed. The flowers seem to respond to your gratitude, releasing their fragrances in waves of blessing that follow you on your journey, sending you on your way with their loving energy still vibrating in your aura like a protective shield of pure positivity. You pause at the garden of relationships to offer gratitude for the love that is already making its way to you, at the garden of abundance to acknowledge the prosperity that is already flowing in your direction, at the garden of health to appreciate the vitality that is already strengthening every cell of your body. Each acknowledgement creates ripples in the quantum field of possibility, accelerating the manifestation of these blessings in your physical experience. You find yourself once again at the crystalline fountain in the center of the garden, and you pause here for a moment to drink once more from its magical waters, sealing the transformation you have undergone, anchoring the new patterns of manifestation that have been established in your consciousness. The water tastes even sweeter now, infused with the joy of your own awakening, the excitement of dreams that are already beginning to stir in the invisible realms, preparing to emerge into your visible reality. As you cup the sparkling water in your hands, you notice that it now carries your own energy signature, reflecting back to you the light of your transformed consciousness. You understand that you have become a living fountain of manifestation energy, capable of blessing others with your elevated vibration, of inspiring them to remember their own power to create beautiful realities. The path back to the garden gate seems to transform with each step you take, becoming more and more ethereal, as if the boundary between the magical realm and ordinary consciousness is beginning to soften and blur. Space and time become more fluid and responsive to your intention, and you begin to glimpse the incredible malleable nature of reality itself, how it shapes itself constantly in response to the beliefs and expectations of conscious beings who know their creative power. You understand now that this garden has always existed within you, that every flower and tree and fountain has been growing in the secret chambers of your heart, tended by your soul's eternal connection to the source of all creation. What you experienced here was not separate from your ordinary life, but the deeper truth that underlies all experience, the field of infinite possibility from which all realities emerge. As you approach the gate through which you first entered this magical realm, you turn back for one last look at the garden that has become such an integral part of your being. In the soft, eternal light that bathes this sacred space, the entire garden glows with an inner radiance that speaks of dreams fulfilled and love expressed, of potential realized and souls awakened to their true power and purpose. You place your hand over your heart and bow deeply in gratitude to this sacred space, feeling the fountain of light within your chest responding with warm pulses of acknowledgement. You know that this garden will continue to exist within you always, that its gifts will continue to unfold in your life in ways both seen and unseen, that every dream planted here will bloom in perfect divine timing. Passing through the gate one final time, you feel yourself beginning the gentle transition back to ordinary awareness, but you carry with you now the extraordinary knowing that there is nothing ordinary about consciousness at all. Every moment offers the opportunity for magic and manifestation. Every breath is a chance to create something beautiful and new. Every thought and feeling is a brushstroke on the canvas of your ever-evolving reality. The path ahead of you begins to shimmer and fade, and you understand that you are returning to the comfortable familiarity of your physical surroundings. You can feel your body resting peacefully in your bed, surrounded by the gentle darkness of night, but within your consciousness burns the eternal light of the manifestation garden, warming you from within with its promise of dreams coming true. Your body feels incredibly relaxed now, every muscle soft and loose, every nerve quiet and calm, as if you have just received the most rejuvenating massage from invisible hands made of pure healing energy. The tension that you may have carried for so long has completely dissolved, replaced by a deep sense of peace and well-being that permeates every cell of your being. Your breathing has become slow and rhythmic, each breath deeper and more nourishing than the last, as if you were breathing in the very essence of peace and tranquility. With each exhale, you release any remaining attachment to old ways of being that no longer serve your highest good. With each inhale, you draw in fresh energy and new possibilities that support your continued growth and evolution. Your mind has settled into a state of perfect quiet, no longer racing with thoughts and worries, but resting in the serene confidence that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, becoming exactly who you are meant to be. The mental chatter that once may have kept you awake has been replaced by a gentle inner silence that cradles you like a loving mother soothing her child to sleep. As you sink deeper into the state of profound relaxation, you can feel the magic of the manifestation garden continuing to work within your consciousness, like seeds planted in fertile soil, growing and developing even as you rest. Your subconscious mind has become a garden of infinite possibility, where every positive thought and feeling you experienced in that sacred space continues to take root and flourish. The fountain of manifestation energy that you discovered in the temple continues to flow within your heart center, sending streams of creative force throughout your entire being, reprogramming your cellular memory with new patterns of abundance, health, love, and joy. Every cell in your body is receiving this upgrade. Every neural pathway in your brain is being rewired for success and fulfillment. Your dreams tonight will be filled with visions of your manifesting future. Your sleep will be a time of active creation as your soul works with the universe to orchestrate the synchronicities and opportunities that will bring your visions into form. While your conscious mind rests, your higher self will be busy planting seeds of possibility in the quantum field, nurturing them with the love and faith that you cultivated in the garden. Let yourself sink now into the deepest, most restorative sleep, knowing that every moment of rest is a gift to your manifesting process. Sleep is not a time of inactivity but of profound creation and healing, when your body regenerates itself and your consciousness integrates all the transformations you have undergone. Your body knows exactly how to heal and restore itself while you rest. Your mind knows exactly how to process and integrate new beliefs and possibilities. Your soul knows exactly how to guide you toward the fulfillment of your highest dreams and deepest desires. You are completely safe in this process, held and protected by forces of love and light that surround you always. You can trust completely in the wisdom of your own being, in the intelligence of your body to heal and regenerate, in the power of your mind to create positive change, in the guidance of your soul to lead you to your highest good. The manifestation garden exists within you now as a permanent part of your consciousness, and its magic will work through you in your waking hours, attracting experiences and people and opportunities that match the elevated vibration you have cultivated. Every wish you planted in that sacred soil will grow and blossom in perfect divine timing, bringing you gifts beyond anything you could have imagined or planned through effort alone. Feel yourself drifting now like a leaf on a gentle stream, carried by currents of peace and possibility toward the shores of deep, healing sleep. Your breathing becomes even slower and deeper, your heartbeat settles into the rhythm of perfect rest, your entire being surrenders to the natural process of restoration and renewal that sleep provides. The garden where every wish blooms continues to flourish within your heart, tended by the eternal spring of divine love that flows from the source of all creation. As you sleep, this garden will continue to grow and expand, each dream and vision you experience there taking deeper root in the soil of your consciousness, preparing to emerge into your waking reality as beautiful manifestations of your heart's deepest longings. Rest now in the absolute certainty that you are worthy of every blessing the universe has to offer, that your dreams are not too big or too bold but are divinely inspired visions of what you came here to experience and create. Sleep in the confidence that everything you need is already on its way to you, drawn by the magnetic power of your transformed consciousness and the elevated frequency of your being. You are planting seeds of miracles with every breath, watering the garden of your future with every moment of trust and surrender. The harvest of your dreams is already assured, growing in the invisible realms and preparing to manifest in ways that will fill your heart with wonder and your life with joy beyond measure. Sleep now, beloved dreamer, knowing that you are held in the arms of infinite love, that you are supported in all ways and at all times, that your journey of manifestation and awakening continues even in your dreams. The garden where every wish blooms lives within you always, and its magic will transform your world in ways both seen and unseen, bringing you everything your heart has ever desired and more than you ever dared to dream possible. Let the gentle rhythms of sleep carry you now into the deepest peace, the most restorative rest, the most beautiful dreams of your bright and magnificent future unfolding exactly as it is meant to be.